Decisions, man. All right, let's see. Okay. I don't know. Got my webcam in a spot too far over. I'd rather have it closer to the middle here, I think. Okay. See, I can never decide on a game volume because every game's got its own different volume expectations and stuff. All right. This is out. All right, I got it. Nice. Let's see what we got. Are they trying? Is he trying to add in? I wonder if this guy's trying to add in, like, gapped wall runs or something. I have not successfully landed one of those yet. I think I'm supposed to do something else when I do it. Maybe I'm gonna. I don't know. Okay, that's not gonna work. Ugh. Worth a shot, right? It's the fact that you have to sprint to start it is the problem. Beautiful. It's a game called, I think it's Rooftops and Alleys, I believe. Steam thing. It's some guy, it's like one developer's, it was like his passion project. There's not really a goal or anything yet, and he's still adding stuff to it. But pretty cool. It's like the only game with, you know, I'm gonna say free running where you actually have full control. Like when you play Assassin's Creed, if you want to climb anything, you just hold up. In this game, it's like everything you want to do, you actually have to like do it. Like, if I want to land from a certain fall, I have to actually like roll. I think like this is probably a good height. Let's try it. Make a marker for here. So if I don't roll, I have to press the button to roll. I won't land that. There's also a lot of stuff where it's like, you got this right here, which builds momentum, and then you can use that to go into a boost mode, which lets you go a little bit faster than normal. That's one complaint that some people have, like, oh, it's not super realistic. And the guy's like, well, you don't have to use it. You really don't, if you don't want to. But I figured I'd just load this up for a second just to see how this stuff is working. He just added this map in today. I think it was today. Oh, it's the... I think there's a slide too. Oof, boy. The only thing that it gives you any leeway with is this right here. All you do is there's a grab button, which is the left trigger. So if you're running, you automatically cross platforms like this. There is a long jump too, which is you hold the left bumper down and you press A to release it whenever you're ready. Again, none of that stuff is like necessary. It's like maybe 15 bucks or something. It seems pretty cool. What it is. Uh-oh. They seem to have activated some photo mode or something. There we go. We're the first person mode. Every other level is like a straight up urban environment, I guess you could say. So this is the only one that's like, I've seen videos of people on like, you know, those indoor like parkour courses or whatever, and they look a lot like this, which I think is pretty cool. This is a mechanic that wasn't in the game to begin with. Oh, not that. That's dying. That's always been there. Let's see if I can get it. Grabbing the poles, which I can't seem to consistently do. Whatever. Anyway, that's the thing that they added into the game. By they, I mean the one guy. He also seems pretty like responsive to changes and stuff if people have requests. Alright. Speed boost. Alright, that's all good. Let me see if I can load anything. Oh, yeah, the other maps are, you got a steel yard, a construction site, which these two to me sound similar, and you got a school. Been there like maybe once or twice. It says I have 40 minutes in this. This game and Session are now filling a similar spot in my life where like I got a few minutes and I just kind of want to like run around the world and do something. Session being the skateboarding game I stream every now and then. There are these little trial things here too, which are literal just markers. Oh man, I missed what I was trying to do there. Let's see. Ugh. Somebody had filmed something where it was like literally them like in a spot like this, and all they were doing was like jumping back and forth between the sides. Like, man, they've never been able to do that in a game before, which I can imagine, you know, if you're into hardcore, it's probably pretty cool to see something like that. I don't know how they did it. A lot of really good grasps on the controls in this game. I was just, I thought it was really cool just seeing a game that's like this, that's, you know, people complain about running mechanics in a lot of these games feeling a little bit too simplified, and having a game where like that's all you do. Pretty cool. I think it'd be kind of neat if they did something with like, you know, maybe graffiti. Not that it needs it, but what if they did? Oh boy, definitely messed that up. Whatever. I'm gonna see if I can grab this, awful of this. I know there's a way to do it, I just can't remember what it is. There we go. Okay. Alright, whatever. Okay, let's see if I can get another game to show up. Right now I'm using Capture Full Screen application. Again, my third monitor broke, so I had a TV in here for a bit, but I took it out because it was taking up so much space in the desk. It's probably like a 40 or 50 inch TV or something. This monitor, the two monitors I have, one's, I think they're both maybe 27 and the but yeah, having like a 40-inch TV on this desk, and then I've got a curved monitor, and it's an L-shaped desk, you know, it's pretty big, but my window is right here, so that meant that I had to like turn the monitors in a way, and then I had less space here because I got this TV which is pushed back, far back as it can go on the desk, but if I want to use it I gotta like sit so far back. So anyway, try just trying to readjust to using two monitors again. We'll see. We'll see how all of that goes. Controller hooking this thing back up a second. Lights off so you can even see this. I don't think it's gonna work anyway. But there we go. It's too bright. Contrast. All right. Six fighter. Waiting for this thing to still try. Street Fighter 6. I don't know what it's doing right now. It's literally like a grayed out window. Like it's frozen. Okay, it's good. It's good. Sweet, it's working.
Street Fighter 6.
It's funny that it's showing up on screen because it was definitely, I set it to full screen a second ago. I hit Alt Enter. And now it's back in a window. Don't know what that's all about. They put it in here too. Come on, man. There he is. That boy. Let's see. Awesome. Boy. I gotta remember that that's a thing now. Strange. You have to wait. That's no good, man. I would play more of it, but oh boy, I worked like 13 or 14 hours on Saturday. I was supposed to be off. I called in and then I was there all day. I literally drove all day today too. Then I gotta be at work at like 6 in the morning tomorrow. Just don't have a lot of time. But yeah, every time I turn it on, man, I'm like, you know, try to get people to play it. And most people I know, they are more accepting of this game than they were of 5. I feel like 5 ended up in a really cool place. But it's hard for me to put time into a fighting game when I know I don't usually have a lot of time, and then the people I used to play with are just like completely against it just because they heard maybe somebody say something at one point. Wrong input. There we go. I have these guys I work with that are into fighting games, but they play, it's like one guy's really into Mortal Kombat. Other people into like they love fighting games, but they only play Smash, maybe Injustice. So I've been trying to convince them to try like other games. I've got my Steam Deck and I'll bring it to work, and they're like, "Oh man, they've seen Tekken 8. They're like, yo, this is fucking cool." And they've seen this, and like, "Oh, that game's pretty cool too." I think one of the guys bought, maybe he might have got maybe Guilty Gear or something. I had Guilty Gear on there too at some point, but yeah. Oh no, it was Marvel. I got him to buy Marvel because I was like, man, if you like what he told me, he likes Devil May Cry, and I'm like, if you like Devil May Cry, you should give Marvel vs. Capcom 3 a shot. And let him try that out, and he loved it. And it's, you know, I feel like it's pretty inexpensive. You can find a copy. Hold on, what is this? Interesting. I need to use this controller more. It's what is it, a Hot 42 J15? It's like a hitbox, but it's like half the price of a hitbox. And a lot of people that have tried it out are like, yo, this works surprisingly well. I figured since it was, you know, it's inexpensive, was, you know, I've always wanted to try the hitbox, but I don't want to spend like $250 or whatever they cost, like $200 plus shipping. So seeing this thing, and I think it was like maybe like 70 or 80 bucks. I was like, yo, that's cheaper than the sticks I own. Yeah, I can resist. That's what we're doing. Gotta get used to whatever that is. Okay. I see these inputs on here. I have to think about like, what do they want me to do now? That right there, that's the hard part on this one. It's just trying to figure out where the timing is for the medium Shoryuken. That, and then the first part, of course, which is Link. There we go. Cool, cool. All hard punch. During a jump. What the hell is that? Oh, that's interesting. God, they always give Akuma like the coolest things. Also why I don't usually play as long as His characters. Too godlike, as they say. If only. Let's see, where does this? No, no. It's halfway, so whatever. Oh, disappointing. That's what it is. Oh no, it's just. Damn. I don't know how they want you to do that. There's got to be some other secret to that. I can't make it full screen. distance shouldn't matter. It's still the same attack. It's just the recovery time need. There we go. Let's see. So how is this intermediate 10? I'm gonna call this game out. What is this? Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm sure that last thing right there, it only probably works after you cover this place. Yo, his moves. Oh wow. Wow. That's some crazy. Intermediate 11, what does that look like? Interesting. Alright. You're hitting the wrong button there. Back out. Ed. How to play Ed.
Ich bin nicht allein, doch fühle mich einsam. Bin 0,0 mit meinen Gefühlen im Einklang. Seh mich nachher, wollte doch fürchte das Scheitern. Ich tanz auf der Party, doch eigentlich würde ich gern heimfahren. Himmel hoch, jauchzen, zu Tode betrübt. Ich hätte gerne Sonne, doch der Mond, der genügt. Nur weil ich über exzellente Strophen verfüge, heißt es lange nicht, dass mein Herz sich nicht wohl anfühlt. Und ich weiß ehrlich selber nicht, woher das kommt. Auch am helllichten Tage sehe ich alles sehr verschwommen, als hätte man mir irgendwann einmal den Kern entnommen. Ich bin zu lang durch dieses
Ed was one of those characters that when they added him to 5, I was like, oh man, the idea of having a character that is designed. I'm trying to figure out a way to articulate this. His design was so people, complain about like I can't do this input. So they've got modern controls in this game. But in Street Fighter V, Ed's design was instead of having to hold like back and then pressing forward and punch, or having to do like a Shoryuken or a Hadouken motion or whatever. What if instead when you held buttons and released them, it did different moves? So instead of like having to hold it back and forward or do quarter circles or half circles or 360s, you would hold down 2 punch buttons, maybe like light punch and hard punch, and then release it and it would do 1 attack. Let's see. I just got the Season 1 DLC because what's funny is in Street Fighter V, I went out of my way to not get Akuma. I think I have him now. I think I bought the Ultimate Edition. Like, it went on sale for cheaper than buying Akuma would have been by himself or something. So I was like, go ahead and just get everything. But it was him and Alex were the 2 characters I was like intentionally missing. There we go. You see, that right there is just holding hard punch. That right there is pressing the 2 kick buttons. I guess they gave him a few. Yo, look at the range on that. Look at the range on that. He's a boxer. He shouldn't have that range. What's his kick? Interesting. So this is his light kick. His medium kick. This is his hard kick. Ouch. Use his hard kick as an anti-air, which is, I guess you'd have to get used to. It's his crouching hard. His crouching hard punches all seem like they go low at least. The thing you can even do. Nice. That's nice. What a cool character, dude. I was convinced, 5 he seemed interesting, but I never really. That was when I accepted that none of my friends were going to give Street Fighter 5 a fair, which drove me crazy. Anyway, So I had Ed. I feel like Ed was like one of the last characters I got. I got him, and I got, what was it, Falk, the British character, Falky, whatever, the one that had the big staff. She was like super stiff, but he seemed like an interesting character too. Wanted to give him a shot because I used to love playing as. I want to say when right before Street Fighter 4 came out, I finally understood how to play Balrog. Became one of my favorite characters to play as. The fact that they had a different style boxer, because I've never understood him, had me interested. But who played it? Nobody I knew played it. Now the game is, to me, Street Fighter 5 is good, as I said before. People still don't play it because 6 is out. And 6 came out and people, oh, 6 is great. This is the one people will give a try. Most of those people were turned off by 5, so they won't even really give 6 a fair shot either. Anyway. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, completed. Then you jump. Oh, what is that? Oh boy, interesting. That's a move, man. Got him. Oh, he's got to step back in the dashboard? What a cool trigger. Yo, if you wait longer, you get a different launcher. Oh, what a cool character. Oh, jeez. Jeez, man. Alright. How cool is that? Alright. Alright, we're good. Man. It's so neat. This game sparks joy every time I play it. I don't play it much. So there's another thing about this game. Runs in the Resident Evil, which has always been fine, except for For me, Resident Evil 4 on my last video card had a 2070 crash every single time without fail. Supposedly Monster Hunter Rise does it too, and it started doing it for me at some point. So that game was also in play. So I got this and I played the demo, and the demo was fine. So I was like, well, it must be good. Then the full game came out and it was crashing constantly. Like I had lowered the graphics all the way down, didn't have any overclocks on, tried taking out sticks of RAM, tried cleaning the video card, just whatever, it would just always crash. Eventually I upgraded to a 4070. Forgot why. I think
Fighter 6.
there was a game that came out. I don't remember what game it was. There's definitely a game I had where I keep having to turn my settings down in games, and the 2070 I had was like right before COVID started, so it's not like a super old. It's 4 or 5 years old. Anyway, I didn't get a 3070 because it's
Fighter 6.
better at ray tracing. It didn't sound like it was a big improvement. That was the card that came out like maybe late 2019, beginning of 2020, and the price shot up because everybody currency. That generation seemed like works pretty good. Lets me play this, you know, maxed out. I'm playing it 1440. I could play it maxed out before, but if I was streaming, occasionally I would have to turn. All I want are the games. I wish this will let you games. Alright, let me back out of this. Let's see. One more game. I think possibly. Hook this. All right. Something that always terrifies me when you have a controller hooked into your PC and you're playing a game, you're using mouse and keyboard, and you're not paying any attention to the controller. Why would you? And all of a sudden something under your desk vibrates or starts shaking. You're like, what is that? And you're like, oh, that's for some reason force feedback is still going through the controller. Let's see. Oh boy. I guess not. I guess I'll tap out here. Almost midnight. Not really sure what to play. Everything I'm looking at playing is either stuff I always go to or games that would take a little bit too long to get going. Oh wow. How big is this? 87 gigs just sitting here. I didn't realize it was installed. Funny. Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Only the multiplayer was installed, not the single player. Yeah, that'll be it. Guess hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know. Well, whatever. Yeah, tomorrow it's 11:57. Don't know for sure. Watch me end up having to work super late or something today, Monday. We'll see. Anyway, have a good night and